While Ninjago is not known for it, the magical kind of sorcery is definitely a thing in Ninjago. It's not explained very well, or we don't know much context, but a lot of characters actually end up using it. But because we don't really know much about this pretty vague art in Ninjago, there's a bunch of inconsistencies in between a lot of characters who actually use it. So first we have Clouse. I think that was one of the very first actual magical characters. I'm not exactly sure how we classify someone who uses magic, because a normal element in Ninjago like fire could easily be magic as well. For now, we're just gonna go to people who just claim they use magic. So that would be Clouse, and his magic is purple. It's very dark and evil, and that makes total sense. And then let's skip forward like a bunch of seasons all the way to season 11. I know we had Nadokon in the middle, and he kind of used magic, and sometimes it looked a little purple. But the next real sorcerer to me was Aspheera, and she was a pretty cool snake sorcerer. She could do Spinjitzu and everything. But the main idea here is her magic is a little bit lighter than purple. It's very pinkish and everything, and that makes sense. Her magic seems to be a lot more stronger than what Clouse was doing. And right now I'm assuming that all the magic that Ninjago character uses is kind of the same stuff. They're not using different kinds of magic. They all use it from kind of the same book. And then we have the Skull Sorcerer, and this guy is literally a sorcerer. This is where things start to get a little inconsistent. So the Skull Sorcerer's magic is green, but he seems to have the same powers as Aspheera, because both of them are able to bring these undead people to life. But for some reason the Skull Sorcerer is all green. I think I know why LEGO did this, because one huge part of Ninjago obviously is to sell the sets, and green and black is definitely going to be pretty attractive on shelves. But I can't help but feel that it should have been purple. Now, a few easy explanations to get around this little inconsistency is to say that the Skull Sorcerer's magic is more powerful than the rest, so he's able to make it green. Maybe that's how it works, or maybe it just looks different for every person. Maybe it just depends on what they're feeling. Or the most possible answer is that the Skull Sorcerer was using a different type of magic from Aspheera and Clouse, so that's why it looks so different. Although I don't know why there would be different types of magic. I feel like if you use magic, it's all the same. That rule has not just applied to Clouse and Aspheera. It applies to almost most of the characters in Ninjago's past that have used magic. It's almost the color of the Traveler's tea when the ninja traveled to the realm of the Oni and Dragon back in season 8 and 9. There was a little purple hue over there as well. So in the end, I wouldn't want the Skull Sorcerer's magic color to be any different than green, because it looks sick, but I do want some explanation just in general of how Ninjago magic works. I want to get more into that side, because it's very vague and the magic just does whatever the writers kind of want it to do at that time. It can bring people to life, it can shoot energy blasts, it can send people to other realms, so it's kind of just overly convenient right now. I don't think my main problem is with the Skull Sorcerer's magic's color being different. That's not a huge deal. It's a minor inconsistency, and there's ways around that anyway. I just want the magic to be explained a bit so that it just doesn't feel like the magic is doing whatever the plot needs to do at the moment. Thank you for watching a video talking about Ninjago magic. Comment down below what you think about Ninjago's magic. Is it really an element, or can anybody really use it? And as usual, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.